So it's like, girl, like, when are you gonna launch it? This is what it looks like. I think this looks so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so tired. I have a meeting right now, so I need to get signed in so that way I can take this meeting and then we can get to making candles and doing what we need to do. Be right back. Hello. Hello. How's it going? I have a pop-up at a wine and chocolate festival here in Albany, and it'll be my first time going there, so I don't know what to expect at all, but I plan on bringing candles, bookmarks, some wristlets that I've sewn together. I actually have a lot to prepare because it's currently Tuesday. The pop-up is this Saturday. The good thing is that I do have a lot of candles that have already been made. I just have to clean off the tops and then add the labels to them, as well as put the warning labels on the bottom. So I actually want to create my own warning labels with my moon bin. Yeah, so what needs to be done? I need to clean off the tops to my candles. I actually need to make some new labels because there's some fragrances that are new that I'm going to bring to this pop-up. Create the copy for the warning labels, print those out. The design doesn't need to be crazy because it's just a warning label. I haven't used my iPad in a very long time, and I've just been in like a mood where I've been really wanting to draw. So I opened up Procreate again, and I was able to make this really cute like coffee mug situation where it's like pouring out coffee, and I think it came out like super cute. So I'm gonna show you, but I don't know if you can like really see it that well, but yeah, I thought it was really cute. I actually used the mug that I made in my pottery class as like the inspiration, like in terms of the shape of it and everything, so that was really fun. But yeah, I just made like this grid pattern because that is something that is a staple in my brand. And then yeah, I just had it like pouring out coffee, and I was thinking about making this into a bookmark as well as stickers, which is really fun because I haven't actually made new stickers or bookmarks in a long time. It feels really good when people purchase your art and they enjoy it and they compliment it. It's just like, oh, I made this, and like no hate to anybody using pre-made assets at all. I've definitely used them before, but there's just something different about like creating your own and then people purchasing it. It's like, oh, you actually like that? You actually think it's cute? You think it's good? I have imposter syndrome with a lot of these things, and my boyfriend tries to encourage me to be nicer to myself and just like affirm myself more because he thinks I'm doing really well, and I think this came out really cute. So I'm gonna keep telling myself that. And it is currently 2:15. It's during a work day. So I have to figure out how to like get both things done, and I might stay here maybe a little bit past 5 to make sure I get what I need to get done. I'm gonna be back here tomorrow as well, so I'll have time to do things tomorrow. So I'm not going to like smush everything into one day because that'll be impossible. And then tonight when I get home, obviously I'll relax and, you know, do what I need to do. I'll probably need to get some sewing done. So I want to get done with all of my wristlets, at least by today. That way the rest of the time I can just work on other things. So I've also been working on book sleeves. So I've just made a tester for each book sleeve, and I'm really excited about how they've been turning out. I think they're really cute. It'll be the first time I'm using them, or like the first time I'm selling them. The one thing that I was like thinking is like, did I use a thick enough interfacing for my book sleeves? And like I've been going back and forth with it, and I actually this is a case that I made. I actually didn't make this with foam, but this is my iPad case, and I used just like a really thick interfacing for this one as well. Actually, it's the same interfacing I use for my book sleeves, but the fabric itself is very thick. It's like a canvas material, and I did like this grid design, and there's like a pocket in the front, and it's like obviously like a zipper, and it's like the metal one. It's worked really well for my iPad, and this was the first time I ever made it, and with the case on my iPad it works nicely. and it's just like, yeah, it's been really cute. So eventually I do want to make these too, so that'll be fun, but that's like a future date. I have a lot of things going on. So don't laugh, but this is my like coffee table working situation that I have for my little like seating area. And also this is a mess because I don't have a coat rack and stuff, so eventually I will get to this area. It's just not a priority right now. So right now I'm in Canva. This is my baby. I love Canva. If you haven't, please invest in Canva. Like I have Photoshop, I have Illustrator, oopsie. I have Lightroom, which Lightroom I use to edit my product shots. Illustrator I do use sometimes. I use it mostly for my candle labels. And then Photoshop I use sometimes as well, but I'm really mainly in Canva, and I'll just put my images, any of the artwork I make in Procreate, I also add it to Canva. So it's not like I'm using templates or anything. I'm actually mostly just using my stuff, or I have certain fonts that I use for my brand that I bought from Creative Market, which is a resource that you could use. If you were ever looking for like font packages or like branding, anything like graphics, templates, honestly templates for like email marketing and stuff like that. And if you use Procreate, if you draw in like any kind of like digital format, they actually have brushes that you can buy from here. So like brush packs and stuff, which is pretty awesome. So I've gotten my like font packages from here, and then I also got my email marketing templates from here as well. So yeah, I recommend this if you haven't done that already. But what you could do is like once you buy those packages, you can upload it into Canva, and Canva has like a brand like guideline section that you can like do like brand kits, brand templates and stuff, and just add everything in here. I don't use it that often, but yeah, I am not sponsored by Canva or Creative Market, but just thought it would be useful to tell you that I use those two things. Made it just like a slightly bigger. Just want to make sure it can be read, but I think this looks really nice, and it's specific to my brand, which is awesome, and it's specific to my wicks because yeah, the ones that I have are from Amazon and they're very like basic, and they just talk about wicks in the sense of it being like a cotton wick, although the rest of the warnings are applicable to any candle. But I wanted that specific mention of the wooden wick. So okay, so now we are at the printing station here. So my big printer is here as well as my label printer. This is not an ideal situation because it's, you know, blocking my desk space, and I'm not a cluttered person, although this place is pretty cluttered, but whatever. These are the labels that I was sent. So they're like this rainbow, I don't really know what the design is. It's like a watercolor like rainbow situation, which is perfect because my candles are very pastel-y. And I talked about these in my last video, so I'm not going to go in depth about them, but they're circular. And the last time I made these thank you stickers, which I'm going to bring with me to this pop-up, that way if anybody purchases any like stationery stuff, when I put it in the little bags, I can just like put this like thank you sticker on it. So I think that'll be cute. But this is what it'll look like on there. So it'll be black ink. So I'm gonna set this up in here. I also realized that I should probably put the word warning on these because it is a warning label. Although it should be like intuitive. It's fine. I'll put warning just in case. I'm gonna set this up real quick. Just gonna pop this open. So the good thing is that with this printer, it already knows what type of label I've just inputted. I guess when it scans like that, it figures itself out. So I actually have to use my phone because I didn't bring my camera to do this. Okay, I just placed sheet by the window, which this lighting is so much better. Ugh. Anyways, but this is what it looks like. So for you guys, it's probably her. Actually, you can read that pretty well. But this is what it looks like. So you can see the circle there. Let me get a candle. So here's one of my candles. I'm gonna put it down here. Let me see, it's pretty even. The first time I printed it, it wasn't even. So it's best if you do a test print. Like, don't go ahead and start like printing like 30 of them or anything. Like, just do one test print first and then see if it looks good to you. See if you have to like fix the labels themselves in the machine. Make sure that it's evenly placed in there. And yeah, this is what it looks like. I think this looks so cute. Colors look really good and I think it matches the vibe. So these are the old ones that I used from Amazon, which they're kind of similar in the sense that they are like watercolor and they're pastel colors, but you can see like they're each in an individual color versus this one is like all encompassing. So I really like that. So I'm happy with this. I think I'm gonna print out a bunch of these now. That way I have them prepped. It's actually kind of late. I think it's like 4 o'clock, 4:45. So I don't have too much time left. So after I do this, I'm going to probably trim the wicks, label whatever I can label, maybe print some stickers, maybe make some magnetic bookmarks. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Yeah, I really like how this came out. What do you guys think? You think it's cute? I think this is something that you don't need to spend a ton of money on, and if you can just add a little bit of your own like branding to it, like adding my shop name on there, I think gives it that personal touch rather than just the generic, you know, ones you get from like Amazon or wherever else you get it from. It's totally fine if you do that because it is very, very cheap to get those from Amazon. I think I paid only a few dollars for these and I got a huge pack, so it's completely understandable. But if you're in the market for a label printer anyways because you need it for online orders, it makes sense to just make the warning labels yourself if you can do it, just so you can add that extra branding. Also, you can use them to make thank you stickers and just do all that stuff yourself rather than order them online and do it all separately. It's just really easy. Plus, Moonbin has a bunch of like thousands of templates that you can choose from. So you can just like work off of what they have in the app and just work in there instead of going into Canva like I did. I just like to make things complicated. Yeah, pretty easy, and I like how it turned out. So I'm gonna just print a ton of these now. That way I have them ready. I'm not gonna like overwhelm myself because I still have to go home and like cook and, you know, take care of my family. So yeah. All set up and ready to go, and they all look really good. I was checking them out as I was folding them up and they all look very consistent. They're all within the guidelines, so very, very good. So I printed 50 of them and I put the speed to 2 so you can increase or decrease the speed. 2 is good. You saw the way it came out. I did not edit that at all, so I think that is a good number and a good speed, just in case like you notice that it's kind of off as it's printing. You can at least stop it and you won't waste too many labels. I'm gonna start packing up, but first I wanted to test out creating new stickers. So I have a lot of designs that I've made for like tote bags and for bookmarks that I have not made into stickers. And it feels kind of wasteful to not reuse designs I've already made and just like reformat them in a different way. So I have a tote bag that I make with vinyl, black vinyl, where it says the Homebody Club. And I just think it's a really cute design. It's very like 1970s, mid-century modern, which is my vibe. Bauhaus-ish. The stars are definitely Bauhaus. But yeah, I just really like it. And I want the slogan of my brand to be nurture your inner homebody, because I am a homebody. I do not leave unless it's to like do some errands. I had to pause filming real quick because I realized today's Tuesday and today is my pottery class, but I'm not able to attend. I wasn't able to attend last week. I couldn't attend today. And then I probably won't be able to attend next week because I got an infection in my finger. I'm not going to show it to you because it's very bruised and it has like a lot of blood clots in it. But basically, a hangnail became infected. And I've never had this before, but it just got really bad. It was very painful. So I had to go to the urgent care and ended up having to make a small incision to clean it out properly. I won't go into all the details regarding that because it's nasty, but basically I can't get it wet and I can't really like do much with it. Supposed to keep it covered and in like medical and medical tape and stuff like that, but sometimes I just need to just do things. So I've just been trying not to get it wet, touch like any of the candles with it, just so my finger doesn't get messed up. But so I had to text the owner, the person who teaches me pottery, and so yeah. But anyways, so yeah, I have these stickers, so I'm just gonna pop it into the Cricut now, get these cut. But basically this is like a tester. I'm gonna bring it home to my boyfriend because he's my second opinion on everything design wise, see what his thoughts are. But honestly, I like them. I like the colors. I think they're really cute, like the pastel blue and the pastel yellow. Yellow is like a very like vintage pastel color, so I think it goes with the vibes. Really like that. I think it's cute. And then tomorrow I'm probably going to make more stickers and see like what I can reuse from other things that I've made to make into stickers. That way I have an abundance of them. And then yeah, and then the design I showed you guys earlier of the cup, well, the coffee cup or whatever, and the coffee, like the coffee spilling out of the mug, I want to make that into a sticker. And then I also want to make it into a bookmark because I think that would be really cute. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I might make something else tonight, but maybe not. I'm kind of tired, so I might give myself a break and not sew or anything. Or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Today is Thursday. It's currently like 5 p.m. No, it's actually 4 p.m. I'm here to get work done. I couldn't get here earlier because there's a snowstorm, so I had to wait for the roads to be plowed and all that stuff. But I look crazy. I have no makeup on. My hair, my curls are like non-existent. I just threw some water and moisturizer in it just so I don't look that crazy. It's fine. I'm wearing like really baggy, like very messed up sweatpants and then a sweater. So right now I just need to finish labeling all the candles that I have here, pack them into my cart, and then I want to work on stationery. So I have stickers that I need to print, I have bookmarks that I need to print, and then I also wanted to get some decals done. I have actually a lot of sewing to do. I was pretty insecure about the interfacing for my book sleeves because I was wondering if maybe they're too thin. I am using a pretty nice interface, I think. It's not like a quilting interface where it's like, you know, very thick or anything, because I figured it's a book sleeve. It's not meant to put your Kindle in or your iPad in. You totally could, but in terms of like the padding, it's not meant for electronics per se. Like if you wanted to protect it from, you know, it breaking if it falls or something like that, it will protect it in your bag, but not necessarily from a fall. So I was going through like an episode yesterday where I was like truly like frozen in place. I did not do much of anything. Honestly, I ended up telling myself I was gonna make coasters. Like, what the fuck? This is how like ADHD I am with sewing or like my business. Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, I wanna try this thing. And then I just start making something that takes up time that I could be utilizing doing something else that's more productive. I mean, the coasters are coming out cute. I caught a lot of them and they're like, I just gotta sew them and get them together. But it's just like, I could have been doing book sleeves, you know? But I think I put the book sleeves on the back burner because of my insecurity. But honestly, I was watching a few YouTube videos on people making book sleeves and they're using the same interfacing as I am. There are some people who are using the quilting one, the ones that are like much thicker and they're meant for like a blanket. But I think I might, actually I was trying to buy it from Joanne so that way I can pick it up. But I purchased it and it was supposed to be picked up today, but then they canceled it because they didn't have it, even though their online site said that they did have it. So I hear that that's like a common issue with Joann's though. Like what they say they have online isn't a reflection of what they actually have in store. So that's unfortunate. So that was gonna be like my contingency plan. Like I was actually going to utilize like the quilting batting and then move forward with that because I'm off tomorrow, so I can just like make a bunch of book sleeves. But I do like the way they're coming out. I love the bows that I'm creating. I like the shape. I don't know, it's just like an easy pattern, and I think the size is perfect for fitting a couple books. So overall, I think it's worth it. I just have to figure out a price for it. Anyways, let's start dealing with the candles because that's the most important thing. If I don't get to the stationery, that's fine, but my candles are my higher price items. Those are my bread and butter, so I have to get those done. So let's move on to that. I think I'm actually considering ordering a new camera just for vlogging, because I do think that my camera is quite massive. Like I think it'll work best for photography, and honestly like I can take good photos with my phone too, but I think I should just use it for photography and like more like still shots, but invest in a camera that's smaller that I can use for vlogging. That way it's easier for me to carry around because it's extremely bulky. I actually labeled a bunch of my candles, and I think I'm gonna bring 3 of each of my scents. Actually, I only have like two of my cinnamon latte ones, which is actually kind of unfortunate because those do really well. I think I have pretty much 3 of every other candle, and then So that's all there. I think I just need to clean off the tops to the cinnamon one, but otherwise the rest of them are good. So right there I have 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are 9 scents right there. And then I have 2 new fragrances. So one of them I actually just changed it a bit, added a little extra something to it just to make it a little bit more robust, I guess. Like I thought it was just a little too simple. It smelled really good, but I just wanted to add layers to it and just really make it more of my own, of like something that I would like. I thought I had just like too many feminine fragrances, although men tend to shop for themselves at my shop too. I mean, I know the colors are like pastel-y, but they tend to go for like the cocoa butter. The cedarwood tonka is a really good one, and then the cinnamon latte is all right. Vanilla, I feel like vanilla is vanilla, but the vanilla that I have is more of like sweet. It smells like you baked a cake. It smells really good, but it's definitely a bit sweeter. Iced honey and tonka scent, and then an oatmeal and sandalwood scent. So I actually updated my oatmeal and sandalwood scent so that way it had more sandalwood. So it smells very spa-like because of the oatmeal milk, but that sandalwood just adds a little bit something to it, and it smells so good. For the one scent that I had, I just added a bit more to it. I added leather and I can't even pronounce labdanum. It smells really good. It's very masculine, like super masculine. Honestly, it smells like a cologne. This is the one, and I don't have a label on it because I had to go into Illustrator and edit my labels and create one specifically. So I just used the same colors as my last one, which is like this color here, which is very like a teal bluish color because it smells very summery. It's a very summery scent. It's ocean musk is a very good description of what this fragrance smells like. The notes are bergamot, clove, sea salt, peony, leather, mint, amber, labdanum, and marine. So it smells like you're going to the shore and you're staying at the shore house, and if you're at the shore house, this is what it would smell like. Add a little bit of musk to make it a little bit more masculine. I'm just gonna cut this now because I have to set up the other one. So the other one is actually a new scent. So I used to have like a specific spa collection. Also had different jars for them. They were more like a frosted jar, but I was getting my jars from Candle Science, which is fine. I get my fragrances from Candle Science. The frosted ones, they weren't like straight-sided like the way Candle Science said they were. Like for instance, this is a straight-sided vessel, which means that the sides don't cave in, they don't like do anything. Obviously the bottom rounds down, but otherwise it's a straight-sided vessel. That was not true for these vessels. So anytime I put my label on it, it would just get all messed up on the bottom. Like you couldn't lay it flat. There would just be air bubbles. So I just got really annoyed by that. But then also, if any little bit of oil gets on the vessel itself, like if you even try and take like alcohol to clean it up, it's never perfect. So I didn't really like that aesthetically. I thought it just looked messy, though it did give a very like spa-like finish. I ended up just like erasing that part. That being said, there were fragrances that were part of that collection that did really well. Like I had a pineapple sage fragrance that did really well. People love that one. I had just a plain lavender fragrance, which was great and people liked, and then a peppermint eucalyptus one. So I'm figuring out a scent for a peppermint eucalyptus. I didn't want to just sell a peppermint eucalyptus. I actually am testing mixing that with santal and coconut. So it's very like, it smells like a spa. Like it's minty, but it also has that like warmth of the coconut and like that citrusy smell from the santal. So it smells very good. So I'm currently testing that at home, and then I think eventually I'll add it to my main collection, and that should bring me to 12 scents even, which is nice because right now I'm at 11 and that feels weird. So I'm just gonna put this in my Cricut real quick. I'm thinking that I want to add a QR code. I want to create like stickers with QR codes on them. That way I could add them to my packaging as an option. Like I do have those thank you stickers, but I'm thinking there should be some branding on there. So like I made the branding, like the branded like warning labels, which are really cute. So you can see like my shop name and then all this here. So I'm thinking that I can redo the thank you ones. The cricket is so loud. Oh my god, so loud. Anyways, I'm thinking I can redo those really quick and maybe like use the same template I use for this and just put the QR code there and then my website like around it as well, but like opposite to my my logo. I think that could be really good. And I already have a QR code made. So I think I'm going to do that in Canva really quick and then print it with my Moonbin using the same exact stickers and then stack those up and then put them away so that way I can take those with me. Okay. I think that looks good. So I'm gonna do a test print first and then see how that goes. Cool. Yep, I like that. So this is what it looks like. It's like flipped for you guys, so sorry about that. You can see my shop name, my website. You can see the stars a lot better, so that's good. And then the QR code there. So I'm just going to test that the QR code works before I go ahead and I print a bunch of these. So let me just show you that because that might be enough. I'm not sure. So the link tree popped up even though my screen is black. So I click it and then it goes to my link tree. So it works perfect. It's printed clear, which is amazing. So I'm just going to print maybe like 50 of them. I think I have enough. Yeah, I have enough in the roll that I can print about 50 of them, and I think that should be good enough for this. I might not need that many. I've been very pessimistic, I think. Yeah, this printer is super convenient. I really like it. It's much better than my last printer that I had. I think I mentioned in another video about the Moonbin, but the other one I had it was like not smooth with the printing. It would like skip certain parts and just wouldn't look good. So I would end up having to use my regular printer to print out labels because, you know, it was blocking off or it wasn't printing important information and it wasn't clear. So I figured like USPS or like UPS would just reject it. I'm just going to grab my labels that finished. Let's see, what time is it? It's 6:14. I am so hungry. When I'm done with this, I'm going to pack up the candles and then I want to see if I can get some stationery done. We'll reconvene when I get home or tomorrow because I'm off from work tomorrow. So I'll be doing a ton of sewing. Your girl gotta make a lot of things. I have to make a lot of book sleeves. I made a ton of wristlet keychains already. I made a bunch of different designs. I think I made like 10 or 11 designs, and I think I'm just going to start with that because it's just a test. I'm launching those for the first time. And then I need to make book sleeves because technically my launch is tomorrow. My launch is tomorrow. So it's like, girl, like when are you gonna launch it? Doing a bad job with this stuff. So I have been posting it on Instagram though. Like I've been saying, oh, this is gonna launch February 7th. So I don't know. I've been doing like a half-ass job with the whole, this is going to launch here. Here's my shop update. It's really not like a full-fledged, you know, launch type of thing. So if it doesn't do well, I know why. But it's fine. We are trying. I'm like slowly leveling things up. So eventually I will plan things out better and like make sure I have time to like actually do this type of shop update because clearly I did not. But it's fine. All right, bye. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.